Goodreads. Hi everyone, so today I'll be doing the How I Read tag. I was actually tagged for this tag, but I forgot. I was tagged a long time ago. I don't exactly remember who I tagged, but I'll find out, and I'll put the link to their video down below. I also don't know who created this tag, so I'll find that out too, and I'll link that below too. So this is the How I Read tag, so yeah, let's get started. The first question is, how do you find new books to read? The way I find new books to read is I just look up like certain genres that I want to read, because there's sometimes I feel in the mood to like read one genre, and so I just look it up, and that's how I find new books to read. And Goodreads is also a really good place. I'm always on Goodreads looking for new books to read and looking for like other people reviews and how they feel about the books and stuff. So anyway, so yeah, I just Google it, or I search Goodreads. So the second question is, how did you get into reading? Honestly, I was never really into reading until like middle school, and back in like elementary school, I could care less about reading. But middle school was like, school had this thing where like if you read a million words, they take you out for like a dinner and they buy you books and stuff. I wanted to like be in that, so I started reading and stuff. And the book that got me into like really into reading, like the book that like made me fall in love with reading was Harry Potter. Actually, funny thing, I actually read the third book before I read the first two books, because the third book was like a thicker book, and I just wanted to read it for the words. But like once I finished the third book, I was like, oh my god, I have to go back and read it. So like I went back and read the first book, and then like I just fell in love with the whole series. Honestly, Harry Potter is like the best book I've ever read. And I was like remembering back when I was reading it, it was like a constant movie in my head. I was just like, nothing compares to Harry Potter. A lot of things is like up there with Harry Potter, but nothing compared to like the adventures, the things I went through when I was reading Harry Potter. So Harry Potter is how I got into reading. But before that, I used to love reading. In school, I wasn't an active reader, but I did read, and my favorite book was like the Jenny B. Jones book. But those are like the only books I've loved reading in elementary school. But like once middle school hit, that's when I fell in love with reading. Question 3 is, how has your taste in book changed as you've gotten older? I don't consider myself older, because I'm 22. So looking back, I'm pretty sure my taste in books are still the same. I'm not sure how to answer this question, because my taste in book hasn't really changed over the years. Question 4 is, how often do you buy books? Honestly, I don't buy books that often. Like I try not to buy books on an impulse. I try to buy books that I want to read and I know I'm gonna read. That's just like a savings. That's like a budget thing. So I don't even buy books. I buy books on my Kindle. I go on Kindle to look for specific books that I want to read, and I buy it on Kindle. Like every time I finish a book, I'll try to go back and like see if I want to read a new book or anything like that. So I don't buy books that often. Number 5 is, how did you get into booktubing? I don't know, I just wanted to. I was bored one day. No, I wasn't bored. I just wanted to talk about books. I mean, none of my friends read books. Like none of them. The only person who actually read books and I communicate with was Abby, and like my friends in college. They don't read books. They read textbooks. They don't read books, and the only book they read that they're like telling you to read was 50 Shades of Grey, and I'm like, no, not interested. So why do people join booktube? Because they love reading, and I love reading, and other people love reading. And I watched my first booktube video that like opened my eyes to like a whole bunch of other people who love reading too, and like people around me, like people who are actually around me, they don't read at all, or they hardly read. And then you ask them when was the last book they read, they'll be like, oh, back in high school or something like that. Where in booktube you find people who like are reading every day, every week, and then like they give you ideas, they give you like suggestions for what new books to read and stuff. And that's just why I joined YouTube, because I want to share my thoughts on books too, and like share the fun with everyone. Question 6 is, how do you react when you don't like the ending of a book? I get angry. What book was it? Starcurse. Oh my god, I threw a fit. I didn't throw a fit, but I wanted to throw my Kindle out the window, because that ending just got me angry. That girl just pissed me off, and like I don't know, like days after that, I'm just like, I'm mad at that. And then I was just pissed at that ending of the book, and like I didn't want to read, I just say I get angry to the point where I might throw my Kindle out the window, but I'm not gonna throw it because book Kindle cost me $100 and I'm not gonna pay that much for a new one. And number 7 is, how often have you taken a sneaky look at the back page of a book to see if it's a happy ending? Okay, no confession, I used to do that a lot. Like, I remember reading The Hunger Games and like going to the end of the book, going to the end of the third book and seeing what happened. And Twilight, I did that. Harry Potter, I did that. All the other books, Vampire Academy, I did that. The Blind Light series, I actually read like what happened and all that stuff and how that they got together and all that stuff first before I actually read it. I'm getting better at it. Now I'm like, I realize I'm like stopping myself before I flip the page. I want to be surprised and I don't want to spoil. If I spoil myself, I might not want to read the books. I don't want to spoil myself and like prevent myself from like enjoying a book just because I was stupid enough to go to the end of the book and read it because I just want to spoil myself because I just want to know what happens. So I'm getting really good at that, and like I'm stopping myself before I actually go and look at the back of the page. Number 8 is, how many people are you going to tag and who are they? Ooh, I don't know who I'm gonna tag because I'm pretty sure everyone already done. I'm pretty sure everyone had already done this tag, so I'm gonna have to look that up first, and then I'll put it in clip and tell you who I'm gonna tag and stuff. So yeah, and that's it for the tag. Oh, that was a really quick tab. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.